God.
Stop! Stop this wedding! It's gonna be okay. It's all gonna be all right.
Are you kidding me? I mean, really, in my own house? Natalie. John.
Kelly? Get the hell away from her, McBain. Claire!
You almost gave me a heart attack. What is the matter with you?
Taya's the matter with me.
Pack your bags, buddy. Come. You're leaving your husband.
I beg your pardon?
Grab whatever you need for the night. I'll come back, get more clothes, find whatever important papers you might need.
What, like my marriage certificate? Give me a break, Tomas. I'm not going anywhere with you.
I'm not playing around, Hermana. I am not leaving you with this monster you married.
I don't know what kind of snitch your wife's gotten you into right now, but I don't want anything to do with it, Todd.
She's hiding Danny from me.
Hiding her?
Yeah, just like she did when she kept her in Tahiti with Rayburn all those years.
She took her out of the country?
I don't know. Anything's possible.
Well, why do you think Taylor would hide Danny?
Because she's against me. Everyone's against me. My wife, my daughter, not to mention my other daughter.
Star?
She's as bad as the rest of you.
Why didn't you say something?
What's the point? What difference would it make? You're with Cole.
Not anymore. We broke up.
You and Cole.
I went to Statesville and we talked about it and we agreed that it wasn't working and that it was time for us to end it. I needed to move on with my life and with someone else.
And when it was all over, Taya and I sat down with Star and very calmly and politely explained the situation to her. You know what she said?
No, I don't. What?
She said it was all my fault. Can you believe that?
Listen, Todd, it's late, so...
Hey, my daughter has run off, thank you very much. And now Taya's decided to help her because she feels like she needs to teach me a lesson.
And why do you think she needs to teach you a lesson? Do you think maybe it's because you acted like a maniac when you saw Danny and Nate together?
I was completely calm.
Right.
But I don't know what difference that makes. My daughter's missing.
Okay, you know, I'm just gonna say this. I actually know the answer to this, but did it ever occur to you that maybe that the reason that they acted and did something so drastic is because of the way you reacted?
So what are you saying, that it's okay?
I'm not saying it's okay. I just think it's not an emergency. I think I'm tired and I think I need to go to bed and I think you should go.
Where, home?
That's an idea. Come on.
And do what? Listen to Taya and her brother tell me what kind of a lousy father I am?
Her brother.
Are you kidding me? Back in my life for all of an hour and already you're laying down the law?
You have to trust me on this. This is what's best for you.
And you know this how? Because we're so close?
Because I have eyes and ears. How do you let him speak to you like that?
The hell do you get off? I haven't laid eyes on you in years.
And I regret them.
Yeah, you disappeared, Tomas. We were lucky to get a phone call, a letter from you, and now you blow back into town and start telling me how I'm gonna live my life?
I'm your brother.
Barely. And you're definitely not my father. You know nothing about me, absolutely nothing about Todd Manning.
I know more about that man than you think.
James, are you all right?
I'll let you know in a second. I just I need you to fill in some blanks. Okay, so when did you talk to Cole?
Valentine's Day.
Then why didn't you say anything?
Well, I went over to your place to... But you had company.
Michelle was over, right?
Right, I thought it was too late.
You thought that I slept with Michelle,
Yeah.
but we didn't.
I know that now, but at the time it looked different.
Okay, so you saw her leave, and then you gave up on me?
Well, your brother almost didn't let me. Not Nate. Ford.
Well, what does Bobby have to do with any of this?
He knew that I broke up with Cole and why I didn't want to tell you.
But he didn't tell me anything.
Well, he wanted me to come clean, and when I said that I wouldn't, he wanted to be the one to tell you, but I convinced him not to, and turns out Ford has a knack for keeping secrets.
Langston, what are you doing here?
Oh, Van Helsing needed an assistant. Thank God you guys are here. We're safe. But for how long? Ford, tell me this is not what it looks like.
Sorry, it's true.
We're vampires.
Excuse me, but you're interrupting a wedding.
Not interrupting anything, not when one of the parties is literally out of her mind. Come on, we're going.
Excuse me, but I am not going anywhere without my husband. It's true. Ford and I are now happily married.
It's pathetic. You know that, John?
Gee, Joey, I don't know what's got your panties in a bunch, but I think you want to step back.
But that's good. That's funny. All right, you know, what kind of man runs out on the woman that he loves and their child and then goes and sleeps with the first vulnerable woman that he runs into?
Okay, Joey, it
you know what? A
wasn't
man of honor wouldn't do that. No, but see, that's not who you are. No, you're not a man. You're a child and a coward.
Joey, I don't think you got a clue of what a man is. And I think you want to stop now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll stop when you stop sniffing around Kelly. If you lay one finger on her.
Well, for the record, tough guy, I laid more than a finger on her.
I can't believe you've been holding back all this time.
I just didn't want to jerk you around anymore, and when I thought you finally made it clear that you were over me, I knew that I had to accept it. So I walked away.
You thought I was over you.
It's basically what you said.
Star, I only said that because I thought you decided to stay with Cole. And I thought saying it might make your life easier.
No, it made it harder. I hated seeing you with Michelle.
I never wanted to be with Michelle. Not for a second. I wanted to be with you. I still do.
Her brother? Is Del Delgado back in town?
What?
Yeah, Delmonico. You remember, he was a cop. He was here.
No, not him. No, different one. Completely different jerk. So, I come home exhausted after a long day of searching for my daughter who was missing. And I find my two-faced wife in the arms of another man. So, of course, you know where my mind jumped. This is secret husband number 2.
Is that what you thought?
Yeah, wouldn't you have thought the same thing?
Please tell me you didn't go after him.
Well, I would have, but Taya freaked out about the fact that it's an actual brother, and she just very conveniently failed to mention him.
Well, did she say why she hasn't mentioned him?
Something about their falling out years ago. I don't know. Who cares?
Well, Taya is just full of little secrets, isn't she?
And they always suck. Why? This guy, he's nothing but trouble. After 2 minutes, he decided he didn't like me.
Really? I think I like him already.
He's probably poisoning Taya against me right now.
You don't know what you're talking about. You've known Todd for what, half an hour?
during which time he was abusive towards you.
He wasn't abusive, he was loud.
You're not safe around him, Barito.
Oh, don't be so dramatic. All you saw was a heated moment, and that is all.
And how often do you have these heated moments?
All the time. Todd and I fight. That's what we do. And I don't need my absentee brother saving me from the best thing that's ever happened to me.
Well, I've heard different.
From what? Some old newspaper?
I have direct knowledge of who that man is and what he's capable of.
How? You just met Todd.
Todd's wife. She told me everything.
Oh, that's interesting, because I am his wife.
His ex-wife.
Blair? How do you know Blair?
What are you doing? You just hit a cop.
Come on, he's a piece of dirt and he deserves a lot worse.
Why? Why? Because he's angry at Natalie? Or because John and I hooked up? Is that what we're talking about here? Either way, it's none of your business.
Doesn't matter. I want him gone.
Okay, all right.
Joey, you gotta calm down, all right? Look, I'm here.
I'm fine. You've hit me harder.
I'm gonna go get some ice.
No. Don't want your help, all right? Just leave me alone.
John, here.
Hey! Hey! He just said he doesn't want any help, seriously!
Thanks.
What are you doing here anyway? No one wants you here. Don't touch me. I thought I'd come by to see you.
Really? What for?
Because I think that you deserve an apology.
Oh. For sleeping with my fiance? Apology not accepted.
No way.
Yes way. We even have rings and everything.
This isn't possible.
Why not? Because Jessica's love for you didn't conquer all? Because she didn't bust out and push me aside during the proceedings? Huh? Well, she tried, but I guess her heart just wasn't in it. It's probably because somebody broke it.
Tell me this isn't true. Tell me you're not married.
I'm sorry, Langston, but we are.
She could have forced you or something, though, right? I mean, I know you said she didn't, but did she have something on you? Did she threaten to hurt me or James?
Nothing like that. I married Tess of my own free will.
So this whole time we thought we were doing right by each other.
We were actually doing wrong. I had just told you what really happened between me and Michelle.
Well, if I had just told you that Cole and I had broken up,
Things would be different between us? Is that what we're saying?
I think so.
So, there's nothing left holding us back, right? I mean, we can be together?
Sorry you and Taya are having your little set of problems right now, but I don't think that I'm the appropriate go-to person if you feel like you need to bitch about your wife.
Stop listening and do something about it.
Well, what?
Well, you and Tay are friends now, right? Somehow. So go and talk to her for me.
You want me to convince her to forgive you? Is that what you want?
No. Why would you need to do that? I haven't done anything wrong.
Oh, of course you haven't. I completely forgot.
Okay, I just want you to go and convince her to tell me where Danny is.
So in other words, you want me to trade my very fragile relationship with Taya so you can drag your daughter home by her hair. Is that what you want me to do?
Are you going to do it or not?
Good night, Todd.
You know, what if it was Jack or Sam who took off? You would do everything to bring them home, wouldn't you? I'm doing the same thing. I'm trying to protect my daughter.
Well, what if Taya doesn't really know where Danny
She
is?
knows. Trust me, she knows. Come on, help me, please. I met Blair in Paris. She was searching for the artist who rendered her likeness in a portrait, and that artist happened to be me.
You painted that? I knew I recognized the style.
Maybe you can sell it from the outside the Met.
But wait, how did you just met Blair. How did you paint her portrait? And it was dated 2003.
I painted it from a photograph of Blair and Todd on their wedding day.
How did you get a photograph of Blair and Todd on their wedding day?
The flea market in Paris.
Wait, how did a photograph of Blair and Todd end up in a flea market in Paris?
Look, whatever drew me to Blair's path is a mystery to me also. I just I'm just glad we crossed paths because it brought me back here to my sister just in the nick of time. Because I may not have been here to watch you fall under Todd's spell, but I've heard enough to know that if you can break the heart of a woman like Blair Kramer, you can do the same to you.
I think I'm gonna be sick. Oh no. Does that mean we're not getting a gift?
The only thing you're getting is an annulment. There's no way this nightmare marriage is legal.
It most certainly is. Here at the Eternal Love, we do everything by the book.
Normally I wouldn't say this, but you should listen to the man in the cape. It's a done deal.
You're not even a real person. You can't get a marriage license. You can't marry anybody.
Well, I did marry him under my legal name, Jessica Brennan, Robert Ford. Like it or not, it's official.
Why would you do this?
Isn't it obvious, Lang? Ford and I are in love.
No, we're not. Langston, I don't care about
Oh, really? Why'd you marry her?
For Ryder. That's the only reason, I swear. Brody and Jessica's family, they're not gonna let me near my son.
Sure as hell won't now.
Newsflash, Tarzan. Ford right here is Ryder's biological father and my husband, which would make you nobody. So if you're so hot to change diapers, go horn in on John and Natalie. You have tons of experience doing that now, don't you?
You could take your phony, self-serving apology and choke on it after you get the hell out of this house.
Okay. At least I tried.
I'll go with you.
Are you kidding me, Kelly? You can't go with this guy. No, he's toxic. Look what he did to Natalie.
John, what about Liam?
Dr. Lovett, he's his son.
You and Ford are not keeping my son from me.
And how are you gonna stop us, lawman?
I won't have to. Jessica will. Jessica, listen to me. I know you were in there. I know you can hear me, and that you're in a lot of pain. I can't imagine how badly I must have hurt you to let Tess come out, and I am so sorry.
You're embarrassing.
Jessica, you need to end this. You need to wake up and you need to fight. Bree misses you. Ryder needs you. I need you. I love you, Jessica, and I will never stop. No matter what Tess does, she can't beat us. She is not stronger than us. You come back to us, Jess. Come back.
Stop.
Jessica.
Your concern is touching, but it's misplaced. I know Todd inside and out. I have no illusions about him, and I know exactly what he's capable of.
And yet you choose to stay.
Yes, because I know how much he loves me and my family, and because I love him, Tomas.
You haven't changed, Barrito. You're stubborn to the last, even when you're making a huge mistake.
Yeah, I make them all the time, and despite those mistakes, or maybe because of them, I have a life that I cherish. Do you?
I like my life just fine.
Living as a starving artist in a dilapidated flat.
In Paris.
Subsisting off the dregs of leftover table wine, totally alone.
Who said I was alone?
You've always been alone, and you always will be alone. That'll never change.
It might. One day, if I find the right woman.
That woman exists only in your dreams. Where?
Tay, I'm sorry it's so late. It's just that... Tomas, what are you doing here?
Tomas is my brother. Where else would he be?
Your brother? Tomas is Tomas Delgado?
I wish it were that simple. But unfortunately, I can think of plenty of obstacles to keep us from being together. I have a daughter that I have to take care of, and not to mention my father.
Those are pretty big obstacles.
But you know, I'm always going to have to take care of my daughter, and I will always have my dad in my life. And I just keep thinking...
What?
You're the only one worth facing them for. So what do you say? Am I worth all that trouble to you?
No trouble at all.
Does this even feel real to you?
I don't know about real, but it feels right. I mean, look, check it out. This is right where we started.
Oh.
This is the house that you took me to when we were hiding out from Bull.
Oh, you mean where you kidnapped me?
Hey, there's no crime I wouldn't commit for you.
Or with me?
Gosh, I knew it that first night. But I never in a million years thought we'd be here. You're miraculous like that. Come on, ask me again.
Ask you what?
The question you asked me earlier. When I told you I needed you to fill in the blanks.
Oh, are you all right?
I am. Still, because you make everything all right.
Your brother? My artist is your brother?
This never came up.
I thought Tomas was just Tomas.
We never made the connection. I didn't even know you were here in Lambview until Blair mentioned it earlier today.
How many times have you guys met?
Our paths have crossed a couple of times. That's all.
Enough to dish the dirt about Todd, from what I hear.
Yes, Blair. Would you please help me tell my sister to leave Todd and save herself? Jessica, it's you, isn't it? You've come back to me.
Don't flatter yourself, love it. Get it through your thick skull, okay?
I'm in charge now. Jessica's gone bye-bye. She's on permanent hiatus, okay? She found out you slept with her sister. Personally, I'm really happy that you did that, because if you hadn't done it with the little red-headed slut, then I wouldn't be out and about. But Jessica, you know, she's a little bit prissy about that whole sisterly love thing. Go figure.
She's totally lost it.
Are you still here?
You need help, and you're gonna get it. It's St. Anne's.
You don't have the authority to do jack.
Your parents will have you committed.
Oh, Brody. For the last time, the only one that has authority to make medical decisions for me is my husband, Robert Ford, and you know what? He thinks I'm perfect just how I am.
So that's what's going on? You keep tests out of St. Anne's and you get Ryder? What is wrong with you? Do you not see how dangerous she is?
She's also the only one who'll let me be a father to my son. That's all this is about. Mason, I swear to you. And I was gonna tell you, but Tess didn't give me much of a choice.
This will never work.
Well, we'll see. Come on, Ford.
You two aren't going anywhere.
And thus, I hope you find it in your heart to forgive me for sleeping with your fiancé. Sincerely, Kelly. Sincerely? I mean, she snuck into the house to deliver the apology. I mean, how sincere is that?
Natalie, you know, for what it's worth, I think she didn't mean it. Come on, she brought a pie.
Which she threw in your face.
Yeah.
Very apologetic.
Yeah, well, believe it or not, that was my fault. Just like it was my fault that I popped John. God, I should not have let him get to me like that.
Don't be too hard on yourself. I'm kind of glad that you decked him. In fact, I wanted to deck him too. And Kelly! Look, you know, I know that I'm the bad guy here, and I know that I lied to everyone, but at least I'm trying to fix things, you know? All he wants to do is wallow.
Well, then, Natalie, what was he doing here?
He wanted to see the baby.
Come on, that doesn't sound like wallowing to me.
It didn't start out that way. You know, he showed up here, and for a minute, I thought things were back to normal. You know, and then I put Liam in his arms, and he seemed like a father, and he was happy. happy and warm, and he actually smiled.
Wow. McBain smiled. Wow, will wonders ever cease?
I was watching him, and I actually thought that maybe we had another chance, you know? And I was looking at him, and it was like, you could see it. You know, he was wondering if maybe we could give it a try, and then it was over. He made me take Liam back, and you saw the rest of it.
Yeah. Well, I take it back. Should have hit John twice.
Once for what he said to me, and once for what he did with Kelly.
You know, you didn't have to see me all the way home.
Oh, I really did. And that's twice someone's attacked you because of me. What if you had a concussion, huh? Went to sleep and woke up from a coma years later.
That sounds pretty good. Sounds better than waking up tomorrow. Really, I'm fine.
I'm sorry.
For what?
I just got a little carried away.
Well, so did I. Nate and Danny,
Yeah, they're gonna be back in a minute.
you know what, it's okay. I have to call home and check on Hope.
I guess the obstacles are just coming right out of the woodwork, huh?
We didn't even start talking about my dad yet.
You know, I don't want to jinx it, but I don't think that your dad's gonna be much of a problem.
Have you two met?
Yeah. And we're not exactly the best of friends, but we're not on the worst of terms either. And we kind of connected a little.
I'm not gonna get my hopes up. My dad wanted Cole out of my life. The only reason why you guys connected was because you gave him a better chance.
I don't know about that. I mean, you weren't there when we were talking about all the stuff that was happening with my dad. I could be wrong, but I just feel like there's more to it than getting in between you and Cole.
Maybe, but if he finds out that you helped your brother take off with my sister, all bets are off.
Come on, Blair. You sure are taking your sweet time.
As much as I would actually like to support you on this, I'm afraid I can't.
Why is that?
Well, frankly, the longer Todd and Taya are together, the more peace and quiet I get, except for when he comes over to my house and browbeats me and finding out why you stashed your daughter away.
Oh, so he told you what happened, huh?
Well, his version, you know. None of it was his fault, and everybody blames him.
Funny how that one never gets old.
Yeah. Sorry you're going through this. I know what it's like. I've been there, and I know it's hard.
You see? Listen to Blair.
Are you holding up?
I'm all right. Danny called yesterday to tell me she's fine. She didn't tell me where she was, but she said she'd be home tomorrow.
All right, well, I will try to hammer that home to Todd.
Good luck with that.
You hang in there.
What choice do I have?
And you, I guess you have a plane to catch, so this is goodbye. Again.
How many goodbyes have there been?
A few. Here's hoping there's also a hello in our near future.
Why do I get the feeling there's more between you two than an appreciation for art?
I guess I'll send this stuff over to St. James.
I'll help you.
No, you don't have to do that.
I know. I had to do the same thing once. And I wish I hadn't had to do it myself, alone. I was picking up Ace's things for weeks. Months. even after I had to give him up. And every time I found something, it was like a little knife in my heart. John, you don't have to give up Liam. Natalie certainly doesn't want you to.
I don't want to. That's why I went over there. I really miss that kid. Even if he isn't mine.
No, I hit John to defend your honor. All right?
But if he steered clear of Kelly in the meantime, so much the better, right?
Look, I think it's better for everyone if John and Kelly stay as far away from each other as possible.
No argument there.
Anyway, it is getting late, and I probably should get back to Aubrey.
Well, you know, you wouldn't have to get back to anywhere if you would just stay here.
Yeah, well, actually, we were thinking about getting our own place. So,
I know, John and I were actually gonna get a house after we got married.
Natalie, you know, you guys still can. All right? I may not be able to stand the guy, but you love him. All right? And he loves you. Just give him some time to remember it. All right?
Liam loves you. After some time has passed.
I can't talk about Liam. I have to try and forget about him.
I'm so glad you're home.
Yeah, well, I get that a lot. And I never get tired of hearing it.
I love you.
Oh, I love you too. All right, and call me when Jessica gets home. Okay?
You sure she will?
What are you gonna do? Arrest us? This is Las Vegas, not Llanview, okay? You can't touch me.
I know. That's why I called in the cavalry on the way over here. Brody Lovett, Llanview PD, thanks for the assist.
Well, you can't arrest her. She hasn't done anything wrong.
Maybe not, but you have.
And what would that be?
Kidnapping my fiance.
Robert Ford, you have the right to remain silent.
No, stop. This is a false arrest. I came here under my own free will.
You're out of your mind. You don't have free will.
Brody, what are you doing? You are taking this way too far.
Sort it out down at the station. Or we can sort it out right now if you'd like to let Jessica out.
Jessica is happy in her cage, Brody, but she does have a message for you. You want to hear it? That's for boffing her sister and for getting her pregnant.
You shouldn't have done that, Tess. What do you think, guys?
You're under arrest for assaulting an officer.
Oh my God. What do you think about that, Tess? Bust out of one cage just to get locked up in another.
Hey, gotta go. Did you get her to tell you where Danny is?
Afraid not.
What good are you? I mean, what's the point of overcoming years of animosity if you can't use it?
Well, I'm so sorry I disappointed you, Todd. Good night.
Did you meet her brother?
Actually, we've already met.
What do you mean?
Well, it's a long story. And you might want to sit down.
You are seeing things.
Oh, so there's nothing going on between you and Blair?
The only thing I have going on is concerned for my sister.
Well, you're gonna have to be concerned from afar. Doesn't your flight for Paris leave soon?
Forget Paris. I'm not leaving Llanview until Todd is out of your life. He's not in any position to hurt you or the family.
Let me go, you bastard! Brody,
will come home. I promise you. Trust me, all right?
Okay.
Okay. What?
It's just a spot over there.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it was a good pie, too. Lemon meringue.
I have to go. I have to go.
Why? You have someplace better to be?
I don't.
So stay.